So the second question on the AP Calculus AB exam asks for the areas, volumes, and whatnot for a graph. So the first question says find the area R, and the R is between these two curves, y is equal to g of x and y is equal to f of x. So if we want to find the area, let's just start by drawing a small rectangle. So we know that area of a rectangle is equal to base times height, otherwise known as the width. So the width of this rectangle is dx, and then the height is given by top minus bottom. The top function here is g of x, and the bottom function here is f of x. So we can write this as g of x minus f of x as the height, and then the width is just the change in x or dx. And then we want to find that from this entire area, or this entire place from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 3. So we're going to sum everything up from 0 to 3, and this will get us our area. So this is a calculator question. So we have f of x and g of x here. We're going to need the integral from 0 to 3 of g of x minus f of x with respect to x, and that gives us 5.137 as our answer. So 5.137 units squared. For the next question, it says region R is the base of a solid. For this solid, at each x, their cross sections perpendicular with a rectangle. Is a rectangle with height x and base in region R. So we have to find the volume. So the volume is going to be equal to the area times the width. So we know already that the area is equal to g of x minus f of x with respect to x. And it also tells us that the height is equal to x. So we're just going to multiply that by x. And then again, we need this for the entire region of R, which goes from 0 to 3. So essentially, we are going to have the same equation in Desmos, but we're just going to put an x in front, which gives us 7.705. So part B is equal to 7.705 units cubed. So now we're at part C, and this asks if we revolve this region R around y is equal to -2, um, we just need the equation for that. So if we're revolving it around -2, which is right here, we're going to use the washer equation. So the washer equation is pi times big R squared minus little r squared. And big R squared and little r squared can be found by using the area or using the distance from the line of rotation to the graphs. So big R squared is going to be from the graph here all the way up to g of x. So we're going to have top minus bottom with g of x at the top. So g of x minus, and the line here is -2, so we'll do +2 because minus a negative is a plus. And that's our big R squared minus little r. The top is going to be f of x, and the bottom is still -2. And then we're going to square that, and then we'll have pi on the outside and integrate from 0 to 3. So finally, part D is asking for all the values of x between 0 and 1 at which the line tangent to the graph of f is parallel to the line tangent of the graph of g. So when lines are parallel, that means that they have the exact same slope. So what we can do is we can find the slope of each line, which can be written as y is equal to f of x and y, or f prime x and y is equal to g prime x. Because when we take the prime of something, it's taking the derivative, which will give us the slope. We can hide the other graphs for now. And it says that the value is between 0 and 1. So 0 is less than x, which is less than 1. And then we're just going to copy the same thing down here. And it's asking whenever these values are the same. So we can see that the values are the same at x is equal to 0.67582. So part D, the answer is x is equal to 0.676.